Hey everyone, it's Laz Jacob. I normally bring you episodes of Running with Laz. Today, actually, it's a little different. Um, the other day, I did a 3 day fast, not necessarily a water fast because I did drink some different juices, but part of the reason I did that is I'd been doing some research on intermittent fasting, which, if you don't know, there's they call it 16/8, where basically you fast for 16 hours and then you have an 8-hour window of eating. I mean, there's different variations of that. But what I did is I actually did a 3 day fast, and I was successful at doing it. Lost about 9 pounds over that 3 days. And no, it was not all water loss. I had drank a lot of water over that time period, probably a gallon a day. So, obviously, what happens when you drink a gallon of water a day? So, the ultimate goal of the fast is to, detoxify your body. Day one actually went pretty good. It was my blood pressure, because I took my weight and blood pressure each day. My blood pressure was a little high that morning, but I think there's probably from doing some things the day before that. So I had probably around 1:30 in the afternoon started to get some hunger pangs. I was really hoping that I was able to hang on. Drank a little bit of water with some honey in it, and that seemed to help me out. So that was day one, and towards the evening, everything was pretty good. Didn't feel lightheaded at all. Day two of the fast, weighed myself, and I had already lost about 4 pounds just over that one day period. And then, that day, I took my blood pressure that morning, and blood pressure was really good, 122 over 79, so I was feeling good, still drinking a lot of water. That morning, actually, I had fallen on the ice when we had a lot of snow, and so I was out shoveling the driveway and cleaned off a spot where there was a bunch of ice, and ended up taking a spill and landing on unfortunately, my rear end, and so my tailbone hurts, and my foot hurts. Um, but overall, that second day, went pretty well. So I was feeling pretty good. Um, Thought I was going to have more of an issue on that second day of feeling bad, maybe lightheaded, but no, not at all. So day three, which was actually yesterday, weighed myself. So I had lost, actually looking at my notes here, I'd lost a total of 11 pounds over that 3 day period. Blood pressure was still really good, 124 over 79. Felt good. Ended up making a veggie stew, or veggie soup in the crock pot. So I knew I was going to eat around 7 o'clock or 7 p.m. that evening. So I ended up doing that, but all day yesterday actually felt pretty good. Even at 7 o'clock, I kind of felt like, yeah, I could go another day or two on this fast, because I've watched some YouTube videos of people going on 7 day water fast, and wasn't really thinking about going that long. Just kind of wanted to do 3 days, but really I think it could have went another couple days and not really felt bad at all. So I was actually feeling pretty good. So I did end up eating some veggie soup last night around 7 o'clock, and that would have been, finished up my 3 days. Felt really good, and this morning, actually feeling pretty good this morning. So, I'm not sure anybody out there, if you do either intermittent fasting or just regular fasting. I know it's a pretty big thing outside of the United States. I think it's a fairly big thing here too in the States, but it's not really popularized at all, just because people just say, hey, you got to eat, every day and everything like that. But, your body is really, as long as you got to have water, obviously. But, your body is really geared towards, lasting a long time without food. And, the whole idea is to get rid of the nasty type food that you really don't need, fast foods, anything with starches and processed foods, and which I've really stayed away from. And, this will be my 4th day staying away from any types of food like that. And I'm feeling actually pretty good. My mind is clear, feeling good. Had a couple of, interviews for, my podcast, Running with Laz show. Some, great interviews with Coach Carrie Hunter, who's a track and cross-country coach for Brunswick, and Renee Harden, who, she's a big-time runner here, primarily in Medina County or Northeast Ohio, and she's also a track coach and cross-country coach at Buckeye High School. So 2 great interviews, and so things are going pretty well and feeling pretty good. So I just kind of wanted to bring that to you, and I'd love to hear some of your feedback, opinions on either intermittent fasting or just general fasting. All right, this has been another quick episode of Running with Laz, and look forward to hearing your comments. Thanks, and have a great day.